Oh my gosh, we did it. The Joypreneur Summit. Oh, the last interview of the day. And as they say, we have saved the best for last. We are going to have such a nice, relaxing, chill time. And I couldn't be more thrilled to introduce you to Laura Phipps. It's going to be just a perfect unfolding and the perfect ending to a beautiful day. And I know that you have enjoyed this day as well. The Joypreneur Summit, we've met so many cool entrepreneurs today. And I know you say, oh my gosh, I love these people. They're like me. I want to be part of that club. And so do check out the link in the description and check out the Positive Mindset Entrepreneurs Club. I know that if you follow that link and you take a look at that page, you will see that it is the only place on the internet where you can really be yourself, build your business the fun, light, and easy way, and get the support you need and stay on track. And when you sign up now, I will send you the pen of expectation in the mail. And we do ship internationally. The pen of expectation, whatever you write with it, will come true. The other thing I want you to check out in the link in the description is know that you can get not only Laura's freebie, which I'm going to talk about in just a minute, but freebies for everybody in the summit, everybody that is interviewed today and all of the future days as well, and all of the people who sponsor. So there's so much good stuff in there for you to check out. So without further ado, I'm eager to introduce you to Laura Phipps. Laura Phipps is passionate about helping women over 40 release 25 pounds or more. And she has a fantastic story to tell that all about getting over depression and being able to build a business and being able to move forward with her passions in spite of everything and offering it on the journey. I'm just so happy and so pleased that she is here with us today. And oh my gosh, Laura, we're going to have so much fun. Laura Phipps, the crowd goes wild. Wow. Yeah, Laura, I want to just sit here and we've been going so fast all day. I really want to slow down and dig into your story and talk about it because I wanted to introduce you to the world for so many different reasons. One, you've been in the sandbox a long time. You get mindset, you know the power of it. You've used it yourself to transform depression and anxiety and, continue to show up. Three, you're out there building a business where you're telling people like, I help women lose weight. And like you're showing up as yourself saying, hey, I'm still on the journey. So, I want to dive into all those things because I think so often as entrepreneurs, we think, I have to be absolutely perfect and I have to have all my ducks in a row and I have to go out to the world and present myself as perfect. And if I'm not presenting myself as perfect, then I certainly can't tell anybody else to go do this. And you're just such a good example on all these fronts in so many ways. And so I don't know where to start. Should we start with your story? Should we start with kind of like how the transformation worked for you?
Sure. Yeah, no, that's a good question or good starting point. My story is a bit different because when I was up until my 30s, I was within 5, 10 pounds of the right weight. I was never overweight. And then I was busy running around trying to be happy and chasing everything on the outside world, thinking that that would bring me happiness. I was looking out all the time, which with mindset, we know that's not the way to do it. And so what ended up happening in 1995, this is where my story really came to fruition in that I was diagnosed with a clusteroma that was attached to my brain casing and was eating its way through. Plus, I got hit by a car. So within all in one day, 24 hours.
Oh my.
So within 1 year, I had 4 surgeries, and that broke me in so many ways. My body was broken. I was in pain. My mind was broken because I had, gone through all this and didn't know how to deal with it. So then I continued chasing things, make me happy, make me happy. But when you chase outside things, also anxiety, frustration, anger, all that stuff develops as well because you're relying on the outside world to make you happy, and it doesn't all the time. It's not meant to. Let's face it. It's not there to make you happy. It's there to everybody's there to do their own thing. So one year when I was in direct sales, I tried direct sales. I met an amazing lady, and through named Dana Wilde.
That's me.
Yeah, yes, you. And I bought your
I'm like,
book.
who is she? I want to hear about her.
And I read your book, Train Your Brain, and everything clicked. Things started to come together for me. Everything, I started looking inward and not outward. And that's when things started to really, I started to calm down. Um, I even lost 80 pounds one year. I was within goal of making my goal weight, and then all of a sudden, snap, life happened, and the next thing I knew, I was back on the weight loss journey.
Mhm.
And I think what ended up, looking back now, I was in the sandbox, but I hadn't changed my mindset. I was doing all the right things, at least I thought I was, but it wasn't going into my subconscious mind.
Mhm.
Intellectually, I knew that what I was doing was right, but emotionally, I wasn't there yet. And
So,
that is
so
what,
what do you think? Like, that's really interesting to me. So it feels like almost like you were talking the talk, but you weren't walking the walk, kind of a thing with the
right.
mindset stuff. And so, sometimes I find this with people in the sandbox, especially people who've been in for a long time, that when they come back to these basic principles, these little things like be aware of your thoughts and say your mantras and what are you thinking about and the problem's not the problem and all this stuff, that sometimes I feel like there's this background message that people have where like, yeah, I know that, I know all that, and was it kind of like that? Did it feel kind of
Yeah.
like, okay, I know this, I've heard it, but you weren't actually developing a practice for yourself, a day-to-day practice of paying attention to your thoughts? Is that the thing that shifted for you, was paying attention to your thoughts, or what was the thing that tipped it for you?
Well, I'm an accountant by trade.
You're the
So,
second accountant we've had today.
yeah,
What's
I
the
heard,
deal with
yes,
this?
yes. So everything was activities. I did my mantras. It was like I had to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this. So I was getting it done, but I wasn't taking the time and just,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like something I checked off the to-do list. And
Ooh,
now it's like, ooh, we need to, I write out a mantra, I write out my goal. I sit there and I'm going to do it more now that I've listened to the top speakers and visualize, really, really visualize those goals
yeah,
and
go for the
just,
feeling.
and allow myself the joy of the journey. I was
I
focused
gotta
on the
repeat
goal, the
that.
end good.
I have to repeat what you just said. Allow myself the joy of the journey. Like, I would like everybody just to take a moment and take that in. It isn't just a checklist of things you check off. It is really of saying, like, this is the thing I want. Can I muster the feeling of joy and then allow myself to feel that joy and know that actually that's the reward. That's the reward.
Yes.
That's the thing we're trying to do. We're not trying to get the bigger business or the new car or the new house or all that. We're trying to get the more joyful us.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's good. Keep going. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but it was such a good line. I had to share it.
Yeah, so that's what really I think has changed that shift this year has really been allowing myself the joy. And I'm not telling you that it's a picnic because there's some days I just, there's days I still cry,
Of
I
course.
still get frustrated, I still do all the things, but the big difference is I know how I'm going to get out of it. That little inner voice I've had right from since I was a kid, I've always had a little inner voice that says you're meant for more than this. You're going to find you're going to find it. And that's what has kept me going is that little inner voice. I'm starting to trust it more and more as the mindset sinks in more. I trust myself more, which makes a big difference as well.
Do you know, it's funny you should mention that little inner voice because I've noticed for myself in my own journey, I have had so often where I've talked about the inner critic, and so often I've battled the inner critic. And
Hmm.
literally just this year, like I'm embarrassed to admit this for how long I've been teaching this, that just this year, I started to quit paying attention to the inner critic and I started noticing I have that little inner voice too. And that little inner voice, it's like the one that's going, it's going to be okay. You're doing all right. So I can hear my self-doubt, or I can hear my thing of like, oh, I didn't do this right, I didn't do that right. And then there's this second voice that's kind of like, no, you're doing fine. You're doing fine. And I thought, I'll bet you that everybody has that, but we don't pay attention to it. We end up focusing on that loud, noisy chatter that's negative instead of that just quiet little inner voice that's like, you're doing all right. You're doing fine. You know what I mean?
Yes, the
Yeah.
little inner. I call it. I can't say what I call it online. I call it the something committee.
Okay. Don't get me banned from YouTube. All right, please.
Exactly.
All I ask is don't get me banned from YouTube. Yeah,
Yeah, the
it's
little something critic
yeah.
committee.
Yeah, that's right. Well, it's so true. So it's interesting to hear that you feel like you've made a shift or a breakthrough. Are you doing any different daily practices that's helping to keep you more um, on the even keel on a day-to-day basis? Are you doing anything in particular?
I watch Positive Prime daily.
It's great.
I
Yeah,
do my gratitude journal daily, and when I say daily, I'm up to 99%.
that's awesome.
I'm also doing what I've added new recently is huge goals, and what I've added to that is when I visualize them as already done. As before, I was visualizing more of the journey, how I was going to get there, and then you get in the muckety muck of all that. Now, when I think, well, we'll talk about weight loss. I visualize what I was like, what weight I'm at, what I'm busy doing. I'm busy swimming, I'm busy walking, I'm busy hiking,
It's
all the
great.
good stuff, and busy eating healthy because I feel better, I have more energy, all the good stuff, and all the trips I want to take, and I visualize how many women I want to help.
Yeah. Oh, isn't that so good? I just love
Yeah.
that. And so, talk about your weight loss journey a little bit. What do you think is helping you? Because you're having success and you're having progress, and it keeps getting better and better and better. Every time I've seen you over the last few months, it just keeps getting better and better for you. What is that journey like, and how do you feel about it?
Well, I've done a couple things. In May, I tried an experiment. I followed what I practice what I teach in my 4-week course um, on mindset, stress, tips and tricks, and my story.
Right.
So I followed all that and I released 10 pounds.
Wow, nice.
And June 1st, I thought, okay, we're just going to go back to the way life was. And I still was eating fairly healthily. I still was doing the things like my daily practices, but I skipped a few of the new things that I had added. And I have released maybe a pound, and I can't, and it
Interesting.
and it's not
Interesting.
the weight, it's the lethargic. I'm not feeling good. I'm feeling a little more depressed now. I'm feeling like, do I really
So
want to
hold
do
on.
this?
I want to get this right. What you're saying is over this experiment you're doing for a couple of months, the first month you were doing the eating, exercise, all that stuff they tell you, but you were doing mindset too. And then the
Yes,
second month you got a little bit lazy on the mindset. And even though you were doing the other stuff, you weren't getting the same result. Is that right?
correct, Correct.
Wow, that's interesting. That's a very interesting experiment. I will venture to bet that's true for a lot of things. And in
Yeah.
fact, it's not my niche, so I can't say for sure, but I will bet that that's based in science. That
I'm
if
sure it
your
is.
mindset is on board, you're going to get different results even if you're taking the same actions. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, if you don't deal with your stress, you gain weight.
Interesting. Wow.
So mindset is about, it's not changing the world, it's dealing with how you deal with your stress. And I talk about that in my course,
Yeah. I love
ways
it.
to deal with stress.
I
Yeah.
love it. Okay, so I have to ask you something else, Laura, because I this is one of the things like I'm just so in awe of you and I'm like, "Oh, what an inspiration you are." I think so often, especially if somebody's going to do a topic like weight loss, like I can say, "Oh, I'm an expert on marketing or something," but nobody can tell if I'm actually an expert on marketing, right? And
Right.
when you step forward and you're going out in the world and you're presenting yourself and you're saying, "Hey, I'm starting, I'm doing this course or I'm doing more marketing or more getting out in the world saying I'm a weight loss expert and I'm on this journey. I want to help you." So often people think, "Well, I can't do that till I'm a perfect size 6 or size 8 or size whatever," right? And so this is I just so want to pick your brain about on this and I want to talk with you about it because I think quite the opposite. I think we're in an age now where people don't want to learn weight loss from a size 0 who did it 15 years ago and is trying to tell you how to do it now. I think people want to be on the journey with you. And I think you're a testimony to saying, "Look at I'm doing these classes. I'm going to tell you what's working for me. I'm going to teach you about stress and mindset and all this stuff, the things that I'm using that are working, but I'm doing it with you. I'm on the journey with you." And so how did you get over that voice that would say maybe you didn't have it, but I'm assuming you would have a voice that would say like, "Who am I to go out there and tell people, oh, let's all lose weight together when I'm still on the journey myself?" How did you get over that self-doubt and go out and do what you're doing?
There's two or three things I did. One
Let's
of
hear
them,
it.
and you're gonna laugh, is I took the self-confidence boot camp last fall.
Right. Okay.
I'm in the Positive Mind Entrepreneurs Club.
Right.
And the third thing is my newest mantra is I am an amazing and lovable woman.
Oh, that's a good
And
one. I am
and
an
I say that repeat.
amazing and lovable woman. I'm an amazing and lovable woman. I think I'm gonna have to take that one for myself. That is such a good one. That really is powerful. You can feel the power of it. So you're saying, okay, one day confidence boot camp, by the way, y'all, for those of you that are not in the know, that's one of my programs, Positive Mindset Entrepreneurs Club. You've been hearing about this whole thing. So you think that being in the club and saying that mantra gave you the courage to go, "You know what? I don't have to be perfect to go out and help other people."
It has, it really has,
That's
because
so good.
in the club, I when I'm feeling down or something, I get the support I need. We all
Yeah.
need that support.
Yeah.
And I need to be with people that are like-minded,
Yeah,
not
absolutely.
not the person that says, well, you can only have 1,200 calories, this is this calorie, this is that. Th- That just irks me to no
Me
end because there's no joy in it.
It irks me too. And
And
you're right, there's no joy. Who took the joy? That's right. There's no joy in it. And it's true. Like how can you expect cuz even if you restrict yourself and you hate your life and you keep to this amount, when you're done and you follow your joy, it's not going to be lasting. You can't live a life of continual deprivation and non-joy, and you, Laura, I'm telling you, it cracks me up every time I see pictures of you, like you're at some concert, and you're like, "Yeah, I'm out at this concert partying, or I'm out doing this thing." Like it's so obvious that you're not waiting to enjoy your life. You're saying, look at, I am an amazing and powerful woman,
Lovable.
lovable
Lovable.
woman, even better. I'm an amazing and lovable woman. And you are living your life to the fullest right now. And knowing that when you do that and you live your life with full joy, that everything you want is already unfolding,
Yes.
and it is already unfolding for you. And I want to say these comments that are coming in, thank you everybody. People are saying the power of mindset, powerful mantra, Laura. Allow myself the joy of the journey. That's totally a tagline. We're taking that from you, Laura. That's so good. And I agree, it's been a great day. Thank you for that too. And hello. So let's come back to this, people that you can help and the people that you're talking with. If someone is grappling with either feeling like they've got 25 or more pounds to lose, they are, what kind of other things are they experiencing in their life? What kind of things are they telling themselves that maybe would make them a candidate to play in your sandbox?
Well, equate it to an alien in your own life. And the reason I say an alien is because most women they're at uncomfortable in their own bodies. They hate themselves. They're short-tempered with their loved ones because they're not happy, but they're ready to make that commitment to change. They just don't know where to get started.
Yeah,
They've
totally.
tried it. They're like me. They've tried it all. They've tried all the different programs, all the different fads, and none of it has stuck because the mindset needs to change first.
Yeah, and probably I'm guessing too that they're also following that those feel bad methods that make it impossible
Yeah.
to stick with. It's interesting because it's also about, it equates so easily with building a business. The whole world in weight loss is telling you, eat 1,200 calories a day and, do all this stuff that's totally unrealistic. And in the business world, people are telling you work 18 hours a day and get up at 5 a.m. and do all this stuff that's unrealistic. And really, even though we're helping two different segments of people, the message is the same, which is no, tend to your stress, tend to your feel good, follow your feel good, follow your joy, enhance your joy in your life, and you're going to get the results that you want. And I'm going to be on the journey with you, because
Yes.
just like you, not necessarily being perfectly 100% where you want to be on your weight loss journey yet, you're enjoying the journey. And just like me, where I'm always continually having to bust myself, like on my own stories and my own message and the thing I'm doing, but I'm enjoying the journey. And I think that that's what people like about the Positive Mindset Entrepreneurs Club is nobody's in there trying to pretend to be perfect. We're all in there going, hey, we get it. We know what life is like, and let's just play together and bang around and figure it out.
Yeah, exactly. And with my women now, what I would like them to do is work with me for the 4 weeks on the training. And then I've added 90 days of support.
Oh,
So they
nice.
get 17 weeks of support and training and help on this journey. And I'm learning. And I figure when I hit about 110 years old, I'll just say I figured it out.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's hope we don't figure it out, because that's probably when you do go like, whoop, it's all
Exactly.
over. Yeah. Let's do it at 110 or 120. I'm in with that. We'll
Yeah,
be
yeah,
we'll have the PME old folks home where we'll all be getting
yeah.
together talking about. I love it. Oh, it's so good. So now let's say somebody's sitting here and they're going like, these people are just like so happy. How do you get there? Like what would you say if somebody's just starting this journey, whether it's a weight loss journey, whether it's a business building journey, whether it's just a life journey? Like if I want to start having more joy in my life right now, do you have any daily habits or practices or things where you say like, you know what? Just do this one little thing. Just do this one little thing and start here. And then you'll figure it out from there and get better. What would you tell people?
The one little thing for me
Yeah.
is to get into nature, whether that's cuddling with my cats, sitting on my deck watching the squirrels play in the neighbor's tree, going for a walk in nature in the park.
Yes.
and doing it with a buddy. It's everything's can be much, well, I mean, we have to be alone. We have to have that alone time, but getting support too is
Yeah. I find too that if I can commit to somebody to do something too, like just show up and play together, it does make it a lot easier to do it.
yeah,
I'm totally
yeah.
with you on that. I like that. Super. What fun. I've just enjoyed this so much. Do you have any parting advice before we say goodbye?
No, just grab my freebie and contact me. I'm very passionate about helping women
I know.
release
And you're
weight.
passionate about animals too, by the way, animal lovers, just saying.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
I love it. I love it. Oh, this was so fun. Thank you so much, Laura. And I know y'all loved it too. Look at, I love all the comments coming in. What fun. Oh, what a great day it's been. Didn't it fly by? How did that go so fast? It just seems like we were just starting. And the good news is the fun is not over. We have got more and more to come. Now, let's talk about Laura's freebie. Laura actually has an eating type quiz for you that you can go and take right now. How do you get the link to go take that? Go into the description and look in the description, and you will see a place where you can get the link to her quiz and all of the other different free gifts that have been available today. So go and check it out. Make sure that you get that list of freebies to get. And it's not just her. Remember, we've got not only today's people, but we've got sponsors for today. For example, Tawanda Morrison, she's giving a 3-card tarot read for free, right? We've got all of the other people in the summit. And if you want to join us and come and play with us in the Positive Mindset Entrepreneurs Club, you will get the pen of expectation for free in the mail. Whatever you write with it will come true. So do go and take a look at the eating type quiz from Laura Phipps. Isn't it refreshing to just talk to like a real person who is out there saying, you know what? I'm going to live my life now. I'm going to live my life right now. And I'm going to go out there and I'm going to follow my dreams and I'm going to figure it out as I go. And I'm going to train my brain as I go and think those positive thoughts and take care of myself and de-stress. And I can tell others what I'm doing along the way. I just love that. If you have been enjoying this day as much as I have, then no, we are not done yet. We're going to take a little break here for a few weeks, but we're back on July 10th. Put it on the calendar. July 10th and July 17th, we're doing interviews all day again. July 10th and July 17th, those are also Thursdays. When we come back on July 10th, we've got somebody I'm talking with who's going to tell you how to make passive income for real passive income. We've got somebody who is going to talk about how to build your business, even if you're an outsider or a weirdling. What? You'll find out. We've got people talking about how to automate your business with AI, how to write a novel, how to systemize your business so you get more done, how to be more resilient, even when you have horrible curveballs come your way, how to build animal communication business, and more and more and more and more. And all the while you're doing all these amazing things, you are following your joy. This is how we do it the Joypreneur way. Follow your joy. Feel good. Oh my gosh. Think about being able to build a business that way. Feel good. Do the things that you want to do. Love your life. Go out and surround yourself with people who feel that way and step into the bigger version of yourself and enjoying it and having fun all along. And you know what? You've totally got this. We've totally got this together. Oh, gosh, this was such a good day, wasn't it? I can't wait to see what comes next time. Thank you so much for spending time with me, and I will see you on July 10th. Bye, everybody. Mwah. See you soon.